I've been having a lot of big feelings. Just like anything behind home. I feel a bit confused. I don't feel like I don't know what to do. Tell me, do you feel where my past is? When you lay on me, can you hear the way my heart breaks? I wanted you to have everything I ever had. I'm so sorry what I've done things for you to say. God, I'm very anxious day. Very paranoid. So stressed. I have a hangover. It never helps. I feel like today is the first day since I lived in full lonely. And I never feel lonely. I love being on my own. I always prefer being on my own and being with people. And I feel like maybe I've been like overcompensating, being out and stuff like that. To keep my mind focused in a good state. I'm home and I want to be at home. I just want to watch TV. Comfortable and be in my sweats and stuff like that. I just feel really lonely. I feel a bit frightened that I might feel like this else.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What up, though? As we say in the 313, come on in, grab your seats, get comfortable, get you some coffee, some tea, or your wine glass, whatever it is you decide you wanna, you know, whatever it is that you wanna grab, go ahead and grab that, and come on in. Come on in, come on in. I had to make sure all of my devices and sounds and things are working. So, how are you guys on this Friday Eve, as we like to call it? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, the pain is here, but I do have an appointment next week to find out when the surgery is. So just, you know, say a prayer for your girl every night, you know, that I can kind of get some sleep because that's been almost impossible. So, like this video, like, share this video. Let's get our people in here. Let them know that we are here. Turn your notifications on. Turn on your notifications so that you will know that I am live, or when I do post, or things of that sort. I'm gonna send out a couple here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. But while I'm sending out some notifications, how about you hit the like button if you have not? How about you subscribe if you have not, or join. Please consider joining the membership. Please consider joining the membership. We need 54 members. And then we will be able to go into our members only. Now, members only gonna be members only. Okay. That's hey, that's just what it is. Members only is gonna be just that, members only. So um yeah, let's share this. Um go go to some of the old videos. If you go to some of the old videos and like them, or just, say hi or something like that, that would definitely get the algorithm going. And then we can get into our members only. Is that good with y'all? Can we do that? Right now, can y'all hit the like button, please? Please, ma'am, please, sir. Please hit the like button. Can y'all do that for me? Mike Moore, what's going on, honey? What's going on, honey? Um, so yeah, I want to thank y'all for kicking it with us last night. We had such an awesome show. If you did not see the video last night, you missed out on a treat. And I say go ahead on back and watch it. I had to go back today and watch some of it, and I was like, whoa, I forgot about that. So we did. We had an awesome time last night. So go back and watch that show. I Am Courtney has launched her page. So if you have not, please go and subscribe to I Am Courtney. Um, Josh told us that he was going to be launching his February 1st. So we're looking for that. And um, our boo, Jesse, online. If you are not following him, go and follow him. Give him a subscribe. Um, who else? The great prelate St. James. I know most of y'all following him, but if not, if it's some new people who just, bounced around and found me, then you go on over there and subscribe to the prelate at the St. James show and at the Carnal Church sector. And then we have Cruiser, Tarsha Global, everybody that stops in. I appreciate you guys so, 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 so much. Like, I really, really do. With everything in me. I don't know if I did that. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so um Crew, there she is. I just said your name. I just said I so enjoyed you this here morning. I had to take something to go to sleep last night, and I woke up like, oh, she just ended. What kind of some So I went back and watched it, and yep. Cruz is back. But I came on because I saw something that I was like, what? So there was an accusation put out by I would shoot however you say his name. Um he was he did a video, and I had just saw several news clips and things like that, and I was like, what the heck is this guy talking about? So he puts up this video saying that uh Don Lemon had been arrested. Now this video was put up 37 minutes after I saw this. Okay? And what does that say? That says a judge refused to charge former CNN anchor Don Lemon in the anti-ICE protests at the Minnesota church, resources say. Okay? So I was just trying to figure out how in the world did you come up with that? Okay? So then I went and found this.
Breaking news right now. According to Scott McFarland from CBS News, sources tell him that a magistrate judge refused to sign a criminal complaint to bring criminal charges against journalist Don Lemon in Minneapolis. This is stunning, and it's breaking.
Okay. So did we hear? I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna play that again.
We have breaking news right now. According to Scott McFarland from CBS News, sources tell him that a magistrate judge refused to sign a criminal complaint to bring criminal charges against journalist Don Lemon.
Okay. So again, I'm not sure where he got that from. Then we had
Your boy.
nope, that's not it. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. The news actually said that that was also not true. Let me get to the yeah. That's what he lied and said. That is what he lied. He lied and said that that's what happened. Um then we have Megyn Kelly. She also reported on this right before he did this.
By the criminal complaint filed by the DOJ, magistrate judge in Minneapolis has declined to sign a warrant for his arrest, apparently not persuaded by the criminal complaint filed by the DOJ that attempted to make a showing of probable cause. I'm just going to guess that it would have been the same two charges as we've seen against the earlier two, one under the FACE Act, which if it's a first violation is a misdemeanor, and one under the Klan Act, which is a conspiracy against rights. Somebody else.
So that's what the news said. Okay. And then oh, it's so funny. It is so freaking funny. It faulty Josh, I'm trying to understand why he like even came out and said that. So then I said, well, let me make sure. Like, let me make sure. So then I go and I find this.
And then so many people today, someone put out a false report about me today saying that I had been arrested or indicted or whatever. And everybody on the internet. Charlie Kirk channel. I don't know who the guy is filling in for Charlie Kirk. Oh God, Donald is that went on for hours, and my legal people were like, somebody needs to tell them that, or we're going to sue them. The same thing with the guy who I used to work with at CNN, Scott Jennings, and we turned it on in here for a minute with my counsel, and I was like, who is this? Like, I knew Scott Jennings when I was at CNN, but I don't know this person. What is?
He was live. Don Lemon was therefore live. Let's listen to what else he said. Shout out to Don Lemon. I don't know why they bothering you, hun. I don't know, but let's listen.
Happened to him? I don't watch CNN, so I don't know. But he is acting and putting on. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Is thank you for supporting me. Now I want to go on and talk. Thank you for supporting me. Now I want to go on and talk about what this means for other journalists, and I think that we should support all independent journalists, independent media, and all reporters and journalists who are just doing their jobs. When, as a matter of fact, when I was in
That's it. That's it. Just doing our jobs. I mean, I'm not a journalist. I mean, I do what I do, but that's all. That's it. So where did this come from? Y'all hit that like button for me. I got a goal up there. We're trying to get can y'all help us reach that goal? It's only 5 goals. Can y'all help us reach that goal? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the Cash Apps and the Zelles from last night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Pastor Josh uh for taking up the offering, and also that mighty prayer. I knew when you started out, I said, uh-oh. When you started out, I said, uh-oh. I don't know how he gonna close this one out, but it seems like we about to have church all over again. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. So uh, I'm gonna put this fair use up because we about to go into this man's thing. This the disclaimer: this content reflects personal opinions and commentary. It is intended for discussion, awareness, and educational purposes only. No statements are presented as verified fact, and no harm or defamation is intended. Let's talk, let's think, and let's be clear. So I put that up, and that's how we gonna do that. I still got to finish that live. Cruiser. It We didn't intend for it to be 3 hours, but listen, when we start talking the way we was talking, that's hey, that's just what it is. Pastor Josh, thank you. Pastor Josh has started off tonight too. Look at there, look at God, the leading by example. I'm telling you, you're gonna get them tithes and them the offerings. They coming. They are coming, Pastor Josh. So let's get into this. Now, I did not watch the whole thing because I wanted to watch some of it with you, but hold your seatbelt, clutch your pearls, and this is going to make a lot of sense. Now, this here guy is Bishop Wooden's uh son-in-law. That's what this is. This is Bishop Wooden's son-in-law. Okay, so a whole bunch of stuff gonna make sense, and y'all can come up Either in between, during, after, whatever. Just let me know and I'll drop the link. All right, let's listen.
Live. Things are going down. Things are heating up. Don Lemon, Donnie Boy, if you are watching this live, Donnie Boy, I want to tell you what to do.
Okay. I'm going to pause here real quick for a second. The way he's starting off, never mind. Let's listen.
I need you to make your way to the nearest precinct. You need to turn yourself in because Donnie Boy, they're coming for you. Listen, they have already made 3 arrests of all these criminals who violated the FACE Act. Now you might say to yourselves, what is the FACE Act? I'm prepared to tell you about that. The FACE Act.
I'm sorry. I put. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not mean to show y'all that one. Give me 1 second. Oh, I did not mean to put. Yes, I did. I put it in there for a reason. I put it in there for a reason because no I ain't want no issues with the playback. So if y'all can take the music, let me know. If not, I'll upload the other one. You say what's the issue with his what was his issue? I don't know. I don't know. But let's listen. Excuse the background music. It's for a reason.
Acronym stands for Freedom of Access to Clinic Interests Act. Is a 1994 federal law protecting access to reproductive health care clinics and places of worship by prohibiting force, threats, or physical obstruction intended to intimidate or interfere with people seeking or providing services with violations carrying federal penalties. In other words, if you block access at an abortion clinic or at a place of worship, that's a felony.
Now, I'm going to pause it there for a second because every Saturday there is a group of people from the upper room that go to the abortion clinic and they stand there and they stop people from having abortions. That's what they do on Saturdays. So, are you saying to me that you guys should be arrested?
That
Is
should not
that
have the authority to.
I ain't ready for you yet, hush. Is that what that means? Is that what that means? Because that is what you guys do every Saturday. And then Bishop Wooden gets up in the pulpit on Sundays and brags about how many people they stopped. So I'm just trying to understand, how does this fit? Or is it just me? Because if it's just me, then nah, it ain't just me. It can't just be me. It's impossible for it to just be me. So this was his this was his title. Don Lemon arrested. That was what that's the title of this video. Okay? So we're gonna get back into the video.
It's a federal crime. You can't do that. Now, Don Lemon should know that. Donnie boy, Donnie, you should know that. You've been in media for a long time. And they're rounding up people right now, and Don Lemon is next. I believe today we will hear that Don Lemon has been arrested. Now, do me a big favor. Smash the thumbs up icon right now. That's the best way to push this content out through the algorithm. Don't just look at me. Give me a virtual fist bump. How do you do that? You smash the
Whatever.
thumbs up icon. Double tap your screen.
How can we go past this?
Pro-lifers who were charged. All right? It protects.
Oh, I went too far.
Simmons should know that. Donnie Simmons should know that. Donnie boy, Donnie, you should know that. You've been in media for a long time. And they're rounding up people right now, and Don Lemon is next. I believe today we will hear that Don Lemon has been arrested. Now, do me a big favor. Smash the thumbs up icon right now. That's the best way to push this content out through the algorithm. Don't just look at me. Give me a virtual fist bump. How do you do that? You
Y'all can
smash the
thumbs up this
icon.
video,
Double
not
tap your
his.
screen twice. Tap that screen twice, and let's get it on. Let me keep talking about this FACE Act. All right? It protects access, ensures people can safely enter and exit facilities providing reproductive health services like abortions, contraception, fertility treatments, and places of religious worship. You all remember about 3 or 4 years ago, there were some pro-lifers who were charged with the FACE Act, and they were facing hard time.
Now, hold your seats. I heard this part. Hold your seats. I need you to grab your seats. Are you holding your seats? Because listen to this.
Of worship, that's a felony.
Oh, I went back too far.
It's a federal crime. You can't do that. Now, Don Lemon should know that. Donnie boy, Donnie, you should know that. You've been in media for a long time. And they're rounding up people right now, and Don Lemon is next. I believe today we will hear that Don Lemon has been arrested. Now, do me a big favor. Smash the thumbs up icon right now. That's the best way to push this content out through the algorithm. Don't just look at me. Give me a virtual fist bump. How do you do that? You smash the thumbs up icon. Double tap your screen twice.
Did he just scratch his... Never mind.
All right. It protects access, ensures people can safely enter and exit facilities providing reproductive health services like abortions, contraception, fertility treatments, and places of religious worship. You all remember about 3 or 4 years ago, there were some pro-lifers who were charged with the FACE Act.
Here you go.
They were facing hard time, 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 years in prison. And so this stuff is real, but thank God for President Trump. He was able to vindicate them and get them out of jail, which they brought him up on what I call some Trump charges. But the FACE Act prohibits actions. It makes...
So he said, y'all heard it. He has said, thank God for President Orange getting them out. I just can't. Let's go.
Makes it illegal to use or threaten force, physically obstruct, or intentionally damage property to hinder access or intimidate individuals at these locations. It also applies broadly. Get this, it applies broadly. It covers patients, providers, and assistants at clinics as well as worshipers and those participating in religious services. Don Lemon was in cahoots with the demonic people who were controlled by Satan, who went to this church and staged a coup and a takeover of this congregation. Now, let me be the first to tell you all.
Now, no, Mike, it doesn't make any sense. Where was all of this when this man went into New Birth and caused a scene? Oh, wait. You don't like Jamal Bryant. So therefore, you don't care. You were for it. Okay? That's what the problem is. The problem is you were for this man going into New Birth and causing a scene. Just that's what you're saying. Because at this point, you're upset about someone going into a church. I guess you're saying it's the same thing. But what Don Lemon did that was different from what um the guy did um the other day, I'm going to show you what the difference was. You say, who is this? This is Bishop Wooden's son-in-law. Kind of makes sense. This is Bishop Wooden's son-in-law. So a lot of these things that he is saying kind of it fits because it fits them. It fits them. But the difference in what that guy did and what Don Lemon did was this. He interviewed. Good evening, Catherine. That's the difference. He then interviewed the pastor. Okay? He interviewed him. So before you start talking, it exactly, Mike. So before you get to running off at the jib jab, sir, let's remember this part. He interviewed him. Okay? So while you saying all of this crazy stuff,
this should never happen. This should never take place. We need real security at these places of worship. Hey, pastors out there, make sure you actually have someone from the police department at your church when you're having services. Make sure you have some trained military guys, some, all of
hey
that stuff.
Sean,
Make sure your security is dialed in and they know their rights. Because at the end of the day, they should have never allowed these criminals to enter the house of God and take over. How does
okay, so you caught he said military, right? So all of this is making sense. All of this that Bishop Wooden has been saying, all of this is making sense because you would not be saying this if this is not what you agreed with. If this is not what you agreed with, you definitely would not be saying this. Let's go.
How's that work? Those people deserve to be thrown out on their head, on their face, on their butt, on their back, on their side. It doesn't matter how these people are thrown out. They should be thrown out. It should have been WWE Raw, SmackDown, Hell in a Cell. Do you hear what I'm saying? Chairs should have been flying. People should have been body slammed on pews. Y'all ain't working with me. Someone should have climbed up on top of the pulpit, got up on the pulpit, got up on the top ropes, jumped down, dropped someone with an elbow. See, that's the kind of Christianity that I believe in.
Okay. So, hey, J. Rochelle, that's what you think? That's what you would have did to other Christians? That's the kind of Christian you are? Is that really the type of Christian you are? Because that's what you had just said. That's what you had just said. That's what y'all had just said. Well, that's what you had just said, sir. Hit that like button for me, you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Join. Have you joined yet? Have you become a member? Become a member. Become a member. This is good. We do good over here. Go go ahead and become a member, because we this is a great space to become a member of. Let's go.
The kind of Christianity that says we are not going to be doormats for Satan. And hear me. We have legal cause to respond in this manner. You just can't infringe upon the rights of people at church. No, we have freedom of assembly, freedom to worship. Now, let me ask you a question. What would have happened if they tried this at a mosque? I'm waiting. What would have happened if they tried this at a mosque? I'll tell you. It would have been Allahu Akbar. That's what I mean. Seriously, Muslims don't play with their worship services. They don't play. Don Lemon wouldn't have shown up. Trust me. Don Lemon wouldn't have shown up at a mosque talking about, I got some questions to ask you. Can you answer my questions? You need to address my concerns about ICE. Blah, 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 blah. They don't play like that. Muslims are militant. Now, I'm not calling for violence, nor am I calling for Christians to be doormats. So you make out of that what you want.
What y'all make out of that? What what do y'all make out of that? It's sad because we've gotten comfortable with a dangerous habit online. Instead of verifying, we speculate. Instead of confirming, they assume. Instead of telling the truth, they chase engagement. What is his purpose? What is his purpose? Because once you put someone's name next to words like arrested, the damage is done, whether it's true or not. And you sat up here and made your title that he was arrested. And then you're talking like this. Let's finish.
The Bible says, it talks about turning the other cheek. I get it. One cheek, two cheek, three cheek, four cheek. I only got four cheeks, y'all. And it was nearly 30 people that came into that church. So after the fourth person came in, it was time to be kung fu fighting. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everybody was kung fu fighting, ding, 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 and they were fast as lightning. Oh, I'm telling you, that's right. Someone said no cheeks, Pastor. No for cheeks, Pastor. That's right. No, I mean, it doesn't work like that. And so, this is the FACE Act. I just wanted to share that with you all. I want to get into this article a little bit. It says the U.S. arrests 3 who disrupted church over Minnesota immigration crackdown. It says the U.S. Attorney General announced Thursday the arrest of 3 people for allegedly. Now watch this. Why is this article saying allegedly? We have these buffoons on camera. And they're talking about allegedly. Man.
Where is all of this language coming from, Pastor? The hat says a lot. The hat says a lot. But where are these names coming from? Where is this Christ? Where is this of Christ? Now let me say this plainly, especially to the people of faith. Scripture tells us to test all things, not repost all things, not repeat all things, not to run with all things, not to do these kind of videos. And we got to stop acting like having a platform removes responsibility. You are supposed to be a pastor. You are, I think, are you his first assistant, second assistant? Like, you really, really up there. And this is what you're doing? You can't rebuke people on Sunday and then spread rumors Monday through Saturday. That don't work, sir. That don't work. Let's listen.
Got here for allegedly disturbing a church service while protesting the massive immigration crackdown in Minnesota as Vice President J.D. Vance prepared to visit the state. Nakima Levy Armstrong, all right, she's been arrested. Okay, that was the black girl who was running around. This one right here. Old sis. That one right there. They got her. She has been handcuffed. She'll soon be perp walked. All of that. Arrested. Why? Because she broke the law. Committed a felony.
Pause. Sir, are you celebrating in a black woman's arrest? And you're talking about a felony? But don't your president have 30 plus felonies? Oh, okay. Hmm. Mm. Mm. What y'all think?
Federal crime. It's a federal offense to go to a church service and take over it and stage a protest. Man, listen, it's an offense. It's an offense against Almighty God. It's a federal offense. It should not happen. All right. So so they got Nakima. Nakima, enjoy your orange jumpsuit. Okay.
Did he say offense about God? Okay.
He said y'all like to talk about the orange man so much. you are going to have TDS galore. Because when you wake up every day in an orange jumpsuit, you're going to be reminded of Donald J. Trump. Trump ought to put an orange sign over his head and remind all of these people, all these criminals, what it looks like when you go against the Donald. See, gone are the days of Joe Biden sleeping in the basement, Mr. Autopen, okay? Gone are the days of Joe Biden. Gone are the days of cackling hyena Kamala Harris. Those days are gone. And thank God that the Lord spared us from Kamala Harris being our president and Tampon Timmy Tim Waltz being our vice president. And keep in mind, Tim Waltz is not even running anymore. He folded like a cheap tent. He's thrown in the towel. He's no longer going to keep his gubernatorial campaign going because he knows that all of the fraud that's taken place in Minnesota, he knows that he has blood on his hands.
I just don't understand. It makes sense now why the upper room is the upper room. I understand it now. Hey, Darrell. This great. It is. It is. Mike say you sound stupid as hell. This is crazy. I didn't hear this part. So I'm watching this in real time. I stopped it where I was and I just started clipping because I was like, okay, wait. Is he kidding me? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Hit that like button for me as you guys come in. We gotta go. We trying to reach. Join the channel. Join. Please become a member. We are 54 members away from 1,000. So if y'all share this, am I back? Am I back? Hello? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, my phone rang. I was just making sure I'm back. That's why him and his father-in-law get along so good. Yep. That is exactly the reason why. Exactly the reason why. Let's finish.
They have been running an organized fraud ring in Minnesota, taking money from we, the people, and putting them into the pockets of individuals who have come here and been exploited in many cases. We have to talk about that. And manipulated and used. It's another form of human trafficking. It's another form of human trafficking. Bringing in people, exploiting them, using them because you think that they're cheap votes. God forbid. It's devaluing human life for the expediency of.
Let me know if it did I come back? Am I back? Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Let's finish.
Of political gain. I'm against that. Truly, I am. And Tim Walz can't run anymore. Kamala Harris is going to try to run again, but that's going to be ugly. And Nakima Levy Armstrong, one of the people who went into the congregation and was doing her stuff, she's been arrested. Another person, Chantel, Louisa Allen, and William Kelly. William Kelly was the guy that was running around with the F. You know, I don't use profanity.
You say you don't use profanity, but you might as well. You might as well. Because that's what it sounds like you're doing. You sound like you're cussing at me. And I don't like it.
Toboggan on, you know, he was the one talking all big in the cameras and all the stuff like that. William Kelly has been arrested. William Kelly, William, enjoy that orange jumpsuit. Okay, my sister Chantel Louisa Allen, enjoy your orange jumpsuit. But there's another jumpsuit that's awaiting. There's another person who's waiting to try on his orange vestments. And that is Don Lemon. Don, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. All of your life, Don Lemon, you wanted, you were mesmerized. You dreamed about this, Don Lemon. You dreamed about being locked in behind bars with a whole bunch of dudes. You dreamed about this. I believe it.
Why? Please, I'm going to ask a simple question. If this was real, sir, if what you're saying actually happens, where is the police report? Where's a court record? Where is a verified statement? I'm just asking. Why is it only you and these other people saying this foolishness? And while you were saying this, he was live. Now, this part I did hear. Listen to this.
The Bible says that flesh and blood did not reveal this to me. This is Don. Don is probably somewhere elated. He's somewhere talking about, ooh, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Ooh, ooh. They think that they're being tough on crime. I'm getting ready to be tough on some behinds. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going from being tough on crime to being tough on behinds. Don Lemon is somewhere gushing. He's like a unicorn right now, y'all. Don Lemon is somewhere being a unicorn. A unicorn. Excited. He's saying to himself, yes. You mean to tell me that I can leave my milk toast, pasty white husband, and now I get to go, hang out with Brutus and the boys?
This is a pastor. This is Bishop Wooden's son-in-law. This is Bishop Wooden's caretaker. This is Bishop Wooden's one-man cheer team that you always hear hollering out while he's preaching. This is who this is. Where is the proof? And if it was true, Don could sue the shit out of him. He already said it. What's up, CC? He already said it. That if they didn't stop. But I want him to see that it's somebody else. Somebody tag Don Lemon and let him know it's more than just the CNN people. He needs to be stopped. Josh says, even if all this was true, why is this obtuse commentary necessary? That's all I'm saying. Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, Don is signing up for this bruising. Don knew the law before Don showed up at that church. And Don, let me tell you something, man. Don showed up at that church, y'all. I'm going to speak the truth and shame the devil. This is what we do. You understand what I'm saying? Don was down there at that church asking people questions. Hey, what do you think about ICE? What do you think about this pastor being a supporter of ICE? How do you think they're handling things in Minnesota? All along, Don's saying, man, where is Fox News? Where is Newsmax? Are they not going to cover this? Because I want this to go viral, because if they catch me, I already know it's a federal crime. If they catch me, I already know I'm going to get arrested. And that, what are you doing? Y'all don't leave me. I'm still here. YouTube hating on me. YouTube won't let me be great. Man, YouTube trying to hold a black man down. Come on, YouTube.
No. What happened was YouTube got tired of hearing your foolishness. That's what happened. In the middle of what he was doing, his life goes nuts. Maybe that's God telling you to hush. Your pastor should have called you and told you to hush. That's what should have happened. Let's go.
Because I'm talking about Donnie, y'all trying to shut me down. Don't shut me down. I got the right to speak up. And so Don Lemon, my friends, is getting ready to have the best year of his life. I can see Don Lemon somewhere right now journaling. He's somewhere sitting in a corner. Don Lemon is somewhere in a corner journaling right now. The year was 2026, and a blistering winter storm was soon to hit the East, and it was the second term, should have been third. Well, it really is third. It was the third term of Donald J. Trump. And they arrested Nakima. They arrested Chantil. They got William Kelly.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Should have been. It shouldn't be now. Let's go.
And I guess they were saving me for last. And as I prepare to go away for a while, I just want you to know, boys and girls, that I love you. And I'll always be thinking about you. And every time I drop the soap, just know that it was not dropped in vain. You know, y'all, we have to laugh at these things. If you don't laugh at these things, you'll go insane.
What in that was funny though? That's my thing. What in that was funny? What tickled your fancy so much? Because I didn't find that funny at all. I found that very, very offensive. Man of God. This again. This is a pastor. This is either the first assistant or the second assistant. One of them. But that's what he is. Let me give you a little bit more.
All right, and so St. Paul and the neighboring metropolis of Minneapolis have been the epicenter of a major deployment of federal agents by the Trump administration to the Democratic-led northern U.S. state. Tensions have flared in the state over a wave of arrests and the killing. You know, y'all,
You
we
gotta
have to
fast
laugh at
forward
these things.
some.
If you don't laugh at these things, you'll go insane.
Hold on,
All right.
let me see. It was something I wanted.
Recently, and he talked about how Renee Good's father was a big supporter of his. And Trump acknowledged, that how it was a sad situation. And I want you to hear from me. I'll be jovial at times, and I'll, keep it 100 at times, and I'll be hard hitting. But hear me. Hear the tender side of my heart here. Renee Good should be alive right now. But Renee Good made a poor decision. You can't use your vehicle as a weapon against a federal agent. That's just cut and dry. Now, do I celebrate Renee Good's death? Do I laugh at that? Do I poke fun at that? No, man. That's someone's loved one. So I'm not going to poke fun at that. Renee Good's father was a big supporter of Donald J. Trump, and he made sure that he expressed that to Trump as well. And so I'm not in this to poke fun at Renee Good, but I do want to send a message to people out there who love to be copycats. You got a lot of copycats out there. A lot of wanksters, a lot of pranksters out there, okay? These copycats who love to see things take place in the media, and they love to go duplicate it. And so Renee Good should be alive, but she used her car as a weapon. And you can't use your vehicle as a weapon against anyone, let alone a federal agent.
When did she do that? We've seen that video from I don't know how many angles. And at what point did she use her car as a weapon? Mike Morris said he really needs help. I'm so confused. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't. Let's listen.
And what are we thinking when we can then turn our vehicle into a weapon knowing that the federal agent is armed? Let that sink in. Okay, you're in your vehicle. You think you're going to run this guy over. He pulls out his weapon, split second, fires about 3 to 4 shots, and now Renee Good is gone. And now America is going, it's almost like a George Floyd 2.0 ordeal going on. And listen, that's what the communist Marxists want. Marxism thrives under division.
I can't, hold on.
And dividing us in these United States of America. All right? I want to finish this article. It says, Vance, who Pam Bondi said. Now, listen.
Everything he says, I'm just
hear
skipping.
People talk about anti-Semitism in America. I think that we should. I stand boldly beside and alongside my Jewish brothers and sisters. But it's imperative that we talk more about anti-Christian bigotry. That's what this is. It's another attack on the Christian church. It's another way to make Christians feel as if they can't live their faith boldly. Okay? It's another way to make Christians feel as if we need to keep our beliefs concealed and everyone else can express their beliefs. And so this anti-Christian bigotry,
I'm just going to skip to something
attack
else.
on the modern day
Hey, Danette.
Operation in the state which, if granted by a federal judge, would pause the sweeps. There would be a hearing on the application on Monday. There have been confrontations between federal agents and protesters who have demanded a...
Hold on.
You walked out of class.
Oh, this is the part I wanted y'all to hear. Then I'm going to stop.
Because I got got word that my children.
Hey, Jesse.
Let me tell you something. That would be the last time they walk out of a classroom.
Hold on. I want to
If
get to the
I
beginning of that.
spray and tear gas, a number of school children have walked out of classes in protest at the ICE operation in the city. And now,
Oh,
listen,
yeah, that's what he said.
parents, talk to your children. I wish my sons, I have two boys, and my daughter would walk out of class in protest of ICE. Let me find out. Let me tell you something. That would be the last time they walk out of a classroom. If I got word that my children, who I'm paying private tuition for, you walked out of class because I take that as an offense. You're wasting my money. I'll wake you up every day. Make sure you're prepared. We feed you, we clothe you. My wife and I drop you off at class, pay an exorbitant bill every month, and then you walk out in protest? Oh, man. When I get finished with you, you will never walk out of another class again. And so parents, get a hold of your children. Find out what's going on. Talk to your kids. Now, I believe that some of these protests that we're seeing.
Jesse say, I think I will just go to all his social media and cuss him out. This is crazy. This is crazy. And we calling CPS. Listen. Listen. Joe say this guy is cray. He's something is wrong. Defund Kojic. Listen, this is it's just a few more minutes, and then I can't even do anymore. But y'all gotta hear this.
In schools are being egged on and spurred on by activist teachers and activist principals and activist guidance counselors, people who know how to stoke the flames and the fire in this country. I get it. I get it. But we need to make sure that our children are armed and understand both sides of the equation and both sides of the coin. All right. And so let me give you the biblical and so let me give you the biblical expression of what we're seeing here. Romans chapter 13 verse 1 says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. All right, so everyone that lives on planet Earth must be subject to some higher powers. Who are those higher powers? State government, federal government. These people are in place, positioned and postured by Almighty God. These are the higher powers. Renee Good went up against a higher power, and she found out that she did not have the authority to do so. And that higher power used the power that has been given to him. He executed his duties to the full extent of the law.
And then they cut him off again. Yes, then he's a pastor. That's Wooden's assistant. He didn't feel that way when Obama and Biden were in office. Oh no, he said that he's glad we're We're rid of them basement sleeper. He called Kamala a name. Oh yeah, he definitely was not for them. He definitely not was not for them. And the fact that you can sit here and say these things when nothing has been verified. Don Lemon was clearly live while you were doing this. But you took this moment to drag for views. You really started talking about his sexuality. That's what you spent most of your time on. You built narratives without any evidence. Danetta says, I don't like what he's saying because he's saying what he think, but drop some scriptures on it to justify it. That's wrong. It's wrong. He is something with him. It's something with him. It's something with him. They don't have the power to do anything to a USA citizen. They don't. I can drop the link if anybody want to come up. It was one thing, oh, that I wanted to, that I want. Oh, goodness. This is something that he did. Um, I want y'all to listen to this. This is something that he did Sunday. Now y'all listen to this and y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Okay? Hit that like button. We need 4 more to reach our goal. And I need one more person that whoever the next person is that joins the membership gets the Shine Talks hat. Okay? Okay. Listen to this guy. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to the beginning. Hold on. And go with me to the promised land. Yeah, come and go with me. Y'all got me? To the promised land. Yeah, come and go with me. That sounds good. To the promised land. And we can find joy over yonder. Way about over in the promised land. Excuse me, a moment right there. Come on, Kevin. Come on, put your hands together, Dan. Come on, clap those hands. I don't see nobody over here clapping. Ooh, yeah, clap those hands. Put those hands together. Clap, clap those hands. Oh, yes, sir. Sound real good to me. Oh, yeah. I need to feel you in my back now, Kevin. You got to push me off of this thing. Everybody, on the count of 3, make some noise. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so either you are or you're not. Either you are or you're not. This is what you think because you saying my father that don't sound like the blues. But then you talk about listen. I'm so tired of these people. I'm over them. I'm over them. That was all I had to say about that. I just wanted to bring that to some of y'all attention. It's some more. I'm not gonna do. I refuse to do anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear any more of him. But what I will say is the difference between the man that stormed into New Birth and Don Lemon is he actually took the time to talk to the pastor and to see how he felt, what he thought. So we're not gonna act like we're not gonna act like it was the same thing. We're not gonna do that. And then you come on. Let me remove this banner so you can see it. You come on with this live saying Don Lemon arrested. That's not true. That's not what happened. But 30 minutes, 37 minutes prior to you doing your video, this was posted. The judge refused. Come on now. Come on now. And again, this is the reason why him nor his bishop pastor is being stopped. It explains a lot. And put this here again. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, that's my time. If ain't nobody coming up, like I say, if you want to go on and watch that craziness, I'm not gonna watch anymore. Um, I was gonna get on him with the Divine Nine, and this came up before I could even finish what I was doing. That's what he said. That's what he said. That is what he said. Oh, I didn't drop the link. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta see you before you come up though. But that's what he said. And what is we can't say what is Bishop Wooden gonna say because I promise you he agrees with him. But I hope they get him. I hope they get him. I really hope that they get him. I promise you I do. Cause why did you do this? You so badly wanted to say something about Don Lemon, really his sexuality. That's really what you wanted to talk about. That's really what you wanted to talk about. Hey, Donetta. Hello.
Hello. You know, hi, I'm hearing an echo. I don't know how to do this. Uh, can you
Uh,
hear me?
hold on. Let's see.
I think I need to turn something off.
If you got it on in the background, you got to close the other one out.
If I close my sound, I don't think I'll be able to hear. Oh,
You got to close out the other app,
what other app?
the regular YouTube app, because you're on StreamYard. So
Oh,
close out the
oh,
YouTube app. Nope, that was the wrong one. Yeah, that's like that's really what he wanted to talk about, because that's what is all of the dropping the soap, and he been wanting to go, like, come on, man. What did that have to do with ice? What who 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 looked forward to this day? Oh, he gonna journal and, like, that's so disrespect. I don't understand. You talked about his husband for what? What you talk about his husband for? What did any of that have to do with ice? Nothing. Nothing. None of that had anything to do with ice. I was trying to see if she could figure it out. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Y'all have a great night. Those in the replay, hit the like button, comment. If it's nothing but a thumbs up or a praying hand, a laughing emoji. Uh, hold on, wait a minute. She might have it. Let's see. You echoing? You got it?
I logged myself all the way out. I'm still echoing, but I got to figure it out. Maybe I should just say my comment because I'm hearing myself echo and I'm hearing you delay.
You can put it in the comment. I don't know what's going on, but you can put it in the comment.
Well, you mentioned it already. I just want to share that
Mm-hmm.
the judge who made charges against Don Lemon, and I don't know who that pastor is and why he was saying those things. As a pastor, I don't. These days, there's a lot of things pastors are saying as pastors, and I really don't get it. Even for the pastor allegedly working in their church who was protesting, for you to be a supervisor of ICE, and it was proven that he is a supervisor of ICE. I don't know how you could tolerate that, knowing that they're breaking up families, how they're treating women, just doing all kinds of wrong. I don't know how you, in your faith as a Christian, could be a supervisor overseeing all of this. And it's sad to see the government that we have that wants to take action against people, raise dissent against anything that they're going to be doing, which is the reason why they tried to bring charges against Don Lemon in the first place. He was doing what he does. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
organize the protests. He didn't incite people to come to the protest. He didn't direct anything that went on in the protest. He was there to cover the protest, and that's what journalists do. So I don't
Yeah.
know how they could twist it to say that he organized it or that he was doing anything other than what any other journalist does when they cover things. So it's sad to see that this is where we're at here underneath this particular government that wants to crush all dissent against
Mm-hmm.
anything that they're doing. It's like rights and wrongs no longer apply. And when you see members of the clergy, okay, who's supposed to understand the difference between right and wrong, come out and co-sign on it and slap some scripture on top of it to convey to people that this is the will of God. A lot of what we're hearing is the will of man. It's not the will. God. You know, if you know who God is, then hopefully you can distinguish the difference. Because I really feel that discernment is needed in this hour. You know,
Yes.
as far as what's God and what's not God, because there are too many individuals who are lording it over the people instead of letting Jesus be Lord. Okay, that's who died for them. That's who they
Mm-hmm.
accepted as the Lord and Savior. If Jesus is Lord, how about you let him do that? How about you let him be Lord? Stop trying to lord it over people. Okay, tell them what the scriptures say. They came to hear Jesus. They came to hear God. They didn't come to hear you. And what I'm hearing is men. Okay,
Yeah.
men. You know, they are putting their own prejudice, own bias, their own ways of thinking, okay, and they're using the scriptures to do it. And that has to stop. It has to stop. Anyway, I'm glad that all of this is happening because, you know, I believe it's going to pull the sheep away from the wolves. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you've been under these wolves for so long, and the whole time you was there, you've been questioning in your mind, how is this God? How is this God? Instead of leaving, now you basically you're going to be forced to leave because there's no way in the world you can stand up underneath these certain things. Okay, and if you're of God, and if you're exposing things to bring about healing to people who have been hurt, here's the prayer for the wounded. Okay, do you
Hmm.
have a place for them to go after you pull them out from underneath that ministry? Okay, where's their help? Okay, it's not only the telling of the thing, where's the healing? Okay, and healing is for all who are wounded, not just the perpetrators, but for all. Because when you sick, you sick stuff. Okay, and no amount of telling you about you is going to heal you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you need healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I can't be the healer and the one to bash you on top of the head at the same time. Pick a space.
That's what I
Okay,
said.
pick a
Pick a
space.
side.
Either you the healer or you the exposer. Which are you?
Pick a side. I don't know how he's. I
Well,
don't.
that's the you know. I listen. I'm watching. I'm watching like everybody else. That sometimes like I feel like I'm done. I'm not even speaking to that. I'm not even getting to that because the reality is there's a certain group of people they don't want to hear the truth. Okay,
They
they've
don't.
been brought up and nurtured to accept things that agree with them, things that agree with who they are, not necessarily the truth.
And a lot of it is tradition.
Huh, a great deal of it is tradition.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. A whole bunch of it. Too much
But
of it.
he's revealing. He's revealing to the free thinkers and the people that are aware and the real thinking believers. We see. We see. We see what you're doing. That's
Mhm,
why I said, yeah, I need to I need to bring this out because
mhm.
as it's getting worse and worse, it seems like by the week with these pastors just saying any and everything. And then using scripture to make it like it's right.
Yes.
And it's nowhere near right.
They are quick to slap some word on it, you know, to try to convict you and to try to persuade you that the position that they're taking on a thing is the same position that God is taking. Okay. So, and if you don't know the scriptures and you don't read it, it sounds like, yeah, that is what God said.
That's how they
Tell
get you.
all of what God said. Just don't tell the part that aligns with your personal position, your personal view on a particular thing because you want people to act a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all of that. So that's a lot to deal with. But I think you listen, take God at his word. He said, if you seek me, you will find me.
That's
Okay.
what it
Seek
say.
and you shall find. Okay. Take God on his word. You know, pray your own prayers. seek him beyond what everybody's saying, da da da, this and that. God love you. He know how you think. He know everything about you. He knows you seeking him. And
Mm-hmm.
he will not disregard the heart that seeks him in truth. Okay, so that's what I would say. Because in these times that we living in, listen, you don't need to know God
For yourself.
for yourself. Hello, say it one more time.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Thank you for coming up,
Okay,
hon.
John, I'm going. Thank you so much for having me up here to share.
Thank you.
Okay, good night.
All right. Good night. That's that's the thing. You gotta get to know God for yourself. Or they can the way he's sounding and the way he talking, he can get somebody. He can really get somebody. But that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. All right, y'all. That's my time before I get out of here. Can y'all drop some gray hearts in the chat for me? Can y'all drop some gray hearts in the chat for me? If y'all watching the replay, drop some hearts, some gray hearts in the chat. Um, like, share, subscribe. Uh, my phone rang. Like, share, subscribe. Um, all those good things. Go back and watch some old videos and like those. And that's my time. Y'all have a good one. Have a safe night. I may see you guys out here somewhere tomorrow. I'm not sure. But if I do, turn your notifications on. If you turn your notifications on, then you'll know exactly when I'm either live, posting something, or something of that sort. And again, consider being a member. All right. See y'all later. That's my time. I'm out of here.
You know what it is, I'm not busy. Can you see it? You know me, you see it. 30 degrees, way too cold, so homie, time. Will I see you? This shit dropping now. Will I see you? This shit dropping now. Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go to underground garage, president.